Axeman, and we've got a Crystalis randomizer race tonight between PMAkfal and Nightdew. And so this tournament has been going on for a little while now. We're a few rounds in, and tonight I'm joined by Mirai. How are you doing, Mirai?
I'm doing well, Axe. I am honored to be here with you, Tasser extraordinaire, Crystalis runner, as well as Tornell, aka Lil Torn, on tracking.
Awesome. So today's race, Kfal and Nightdew are both 2-2, or so they've won 2 games and lost 1 in this tournament, and so this is a double elimination. We're in the losers bracket. But like I said, we're a few rounds in, so these runners have a few wins in addition to a loss that put them down in losers bracket.
Yeah, I didn't catch Kfal's previous race, but I caught Nightdew's previous race, and that start to that race was incredible. Forced into where was that? You had to go through some statues with refresh.
That's right.
That was a wild one.
Yeah, Kfal actually had that fun seed where the ghetto flight was required. So there's a glitch where if you jump off the dolphin right away, you get to fly. You get the same effect as flight, and it's really cool. It's part of the vanilla speed run. All right, we're underway, and we see the first item, telepathy.
Yeah, we're also checking the item shop here. We're looking for boots. We got boots in Leaf.
We've got boots, and we've got medical herbs, and we've got magic rings even, if, they...
Wow.
A sword of wind. Okay, I may have given them a pretty easy seed. We'll see. We'll see. We're still getting started here.
Now, a sword's not a given in Leaf in this flag set, correct?
That's right, yes. So we have mystery flags here, and one of the flags guarantees a starting sword from the Elder there. And that flag is set to a question mark on these presets.
Okay.
And so that means it may or may not happen. And even if it's off... Oh, okay, so Kfal's hitting a reset to get his health back here. These golems can hit kind of hard, and they can pop off their head and throw it at you. A fairly tough enemy to get in your way in a cave like this.
These are also still mid-round flags here. So we've got what we probably just saw. There was like unidentified items potentially, but I think we just got a confirmation on that.
That was unidentified. We got the recessed lighting.
Okay.
So that is a lamp. Yeah.
We also have
There's 2 lamps.
Oh, and just a license plate there.
So this is the GBC cave. This is a cave. It's not in the original. NES game, but it is sort of in the GBA game. Oh, and we have randomized walls. Look at that, a firewall.
Is that what that is? Is that I forgot what walls you guys added. You guys added iron walls and one other wall.
Iron walls and ice. So, an ice wall that you have to use the water sword on.
Okay.
But this is, I guess I think of it as the sword you have to use. So that is like an ice wall that you have to use the fire sword on. So both runners going towards here to... Oh, and they find out there's a firewall. So that's the wall that you need. That's the wall that you need the water sword to break.
Okay.
Kfal, really clever here. He actually saved his game and just loaded. That's going to put him a little closer. So he wanted to see what that wall was and if there was a way to get through. Both of them did that, but Kfal had this really, really clever save strat where he save scummed out. Now, there is a drawback here. Talking to that Zebu, the wise man, is a trigger. And since Kfal loaded, he didn't get that trigger.
Oh.
So, yeah.
What does that trigger for? Or do we not exactly know yet based on the flag set?
Oh, so it triggers a guard, the sleeping guard appearing in the cave.
Right, yes.
Yeah. Now, there's a good chance he'll go through there again sometime, but we'll see.
Yeah, so I think we just saw something else there in Goa. I think we got, what is that? The statue glitch is off.
Yeah, easy to figure out there. The statue glitch is off, and we've got... Oh, okay, so we've got the wind sword. We don't have the water sword, so we can't actually progress further up this mountain. You need to build an ice bridge, and for that you need the water sword, which we don't have.
I was going to say the other thing that we don't know yet is whether we need level 1 or level 2 shots to get through walls yet, right?
Oh, so we are able to figure that out. What they did, if you fire a level 1 shot into the wall and it goes through the wall, then you know that...
okay.
Yeah, and we can see that. So we know that we don't need level 2 shots to break walls.
Okay.
So that means it's still... we still only have access to one item in the Oasis Cave here. This has to have something. Like, I don't think there's anywhere else we can go. Have we seen any other useful progression? I don't think so. Nope. Code Gorilla Trophy. Okay, there we go. Well, that's going to lead to something else here. So what just happened was the lamp. In the vanilla game, it's the broken lamp and the statue of gold and there's a broken statue and a golden lamp, right? And then you repair it and it becomes a statue of gold. But in the vanilla, in the randomizer, we changed that so that there's two, when you do this combination, you get a random item. It could be anything. Now, here's what we were talking about where Kfal didn't set that trigger, but Nightdew did.
Yeah.
He's going to get his ocarina, and it's got to be the alarm flute. Like, there's
Right.
nothing else. We don't, since the items are unidentified, we don't get to know exactly what they are. But there's no other progress, and the only spot we can get to that would be a flute is here.
Yeah, very linear so far.
Yes. And, but maybe not anymore.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, that's a wow.
So,
Okay, so-
what does this open up? This opens up, you can jump over whirlpools with this.
That's right.
We can jump, can we get around the statues they're shooting here in Goa to check anything on that?
So potentially that the getting around the statues can potentially be turned off.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. However, it's still possible, and it's possible that you can do it. It's possible that you could just use some medical herbs and a shield. You can reduce the damage. But Kfal's going straight into the Oasis Cave in the back of Goa. This is a gutsy play.
Yeah, he's level 1. He's taking a lot of damage there. It seems like he almost got killed with one hit there out in the desert area.
Yeah, but finding some warp boots. So since we're not killing a lot of enemies, we're a little short, like both runners, a little short on money. That's why they've been killing some extra enemies kind of in the outer plains there that maybe they would just walk by otherwise to save some time. Rabbit boots. So at least one useful accessory. Oh no, Kfal's a little lost here.
Are we heading a different way in Nightdew here? We just went through Sahara?
Yes, so Nightdew is going to head out to fight Dragon 1.
Oh,
I've got to
okay.
say, this is the play I think most runners would take.
Yeah,
Because
there's 2 items here, aren't there? You kill Dragon, you get an item, you drop down, and then it's Azteca, I believe, gives you the
Azteca,
second.
yes. There's actually a third item in a chest in the area here.
Okay.
So 3 items and a boss that's 100% required. And
Yeah.
that boss is not, if you know the trick, if you know his pattern, he's not too hard to beat, even on level 1 or 2, as Nightdew is.
Yeah, we didn't see anything in, what was it, the crypt that Kfal was in? We didn't see anything in there. It was just Mirror Shield was the last check, and Warp Boots,
That's
Rabbit
right.
Boots. And, well,
Yeah.
do Rabbit Boots open up anything for him?
Not with flight.
Oh, that's
so
true.
Rabbit boots, yeah. So rabbit boots are what you use for the ghetto flight, and you can also use them to hop up a slope on Mount Saber West. But since we have flight, and so we do have the statue glitch on. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Both of them checked that in Goa, and neither one of them were successful, or did they do a quick check? Were they able to?
No,
they
no.
didn't
I
push
think
into the building.
They didn't actually want to go into the building, so they just checked to see what happened. So if the statue glitch is off, then you will always be pushed south by the guards.
So that's my lack of knowledge here, not recognizing that we weren't getting pushed down.
Yeah, so they didn't actually want to go into the inn in Goa, but
Nightdew's really
the lower bracket
on here. It's kind of surprising.
Oh no! Yeah, so if you haven't practiced this, like, it's not trivial, but like if you know that, so the trick is, you let him dash at you, then you move to the side, you get some free hits. You want to make sure to avoid those shots. Now you got to go all the way south. Like if you just go straight below him, that's the easy way. But Nightdew's sort of moving to the side. Better to just stay right below him, and then you've got to kind of like let him dash down. So we can see his HP here. It's going to take a few passes.
Yeah, for anyone who's not... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, Kfal continue getting progress. We see ice walls, though, on Mount Hydra. He's not going to be able to break those, but there is another chest up here that he'll be able to get to that doesn't require breaking any walls. We'll see how he does when he goes to...
Did you just see that on Nightdew's side? The lightning shot down from the top when he was on the bottom? That was interesting.
So I didn't see what Kfal picked up, but that's Sword of Fire off Aztec, a Hazmat suit off Dragon 1, and whatever Kfal picked up there, that check in where he was.
I didn't see what Kfal got. I think it was just a consumable? But I did notice that Kfal hit the Medusa with the Sword of Wind, which is not normal. And so we have shuffled weaknesses. That's another question mark flag.
And Ball of Thunder is what Kfal got, according to chat.
Ball of Thunder, okay. Okay, so as soon as Kfal makes his way there, he'll have his Sword of Fire. And I believe he wasn't able to blow the power ring wall, was he?
That's a good question. I don't know what that power ring wall is.
He went into the power ring wall. Okay, yeah. So in the middle of the Oasis cave here, there is a stairway that goes into another area, and there's a wall, an iron wall. And so just by looking at it in the randomizer, you can't tell what sword it is. Since we know walls are shuffled, it could be any wall. And if it's a wall that gets blown away by the Sword of Fire, Nightdew's going to be able to get it.
Yeah, didn't we see an ice wall somewhere as well?
Oh, a bow in the basement.
It was Hydra. We saw the ice wall, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so Mount Hydra, we had ice walls.
Opal, nice to have now, but it's entirely possible he just completely wastes this. Oh my god!
Another bow. This could be a super jet seed if they can find those. They can find the rest of the swords. I mean, there's still one bow out there. Yeah. Love pendant.
Love pendant is something that is not shuffled. The turn-in is shuffled, right?
That's right. Yeah, because what gets shuffled is items where there's kind of multiple things that look the same. So there's multiple statues. There are there's two lamps, and there are 3 bows. And so we don't know if we have sun and moon, and the crypt is a possibility. So we could have something in the crypt.
Yeah, I just guess on the tracker until we know for sure.
All right, so Kfal, having only the wind sword, wasn't able to hurt Carmine. He was able to get 5 items in that basement there, and 2 of them were bows. Nightdew's gonna go there too, but he's got the fire sword. He might be able to beat Carmine. And Kfal, he didn't check the wall on the other side. Apparently deciding even if he did, it's likely going to Mato that he doesn't want to bother with anyway. So Slime Kensu giving us a hint. He wants to see the white statue so that he can turn back away from a slime. Nightdew having not only the sword of fire, he's also got the ball of fire. So he's able to fire the level 2. The level 2 fire shot is actually one of the more powerful ones. You can get multiple hits, and so he's able to take out some of these Medusas, get some experience. He's gonna get his 2 bows, and there's a chance that he'll be able to do some more stuff in here if he's got the right sword. Kfal going back where Nightdew already did, fighting this boss. He's gonna pick up his sword of fire and beat the boss there too. Oh, and then we have another interesting thing here though. Kfal's got 2 bows. Kensu, watch the Kensu statue. I didn't see that one. Yeah, Mato too. So
does that mean we're going in for the check on the statues to see what's potentially behind them in the crypt there?
Yes. So the crypt. Oh no, Nightdew getting slimed. He's gonna pop his opal, maybe to save a little time. You can reset and you just start out at the beginning of this fight, but Nightdew opts to pop an opal statue in order to clear that.
Oh, we're paralyzing Kfal. Oh, no, we're not. It said we were. Did he flip that out? Is there some trick there?
Yeah, he's paralyzed. That means he can't. So he can't. If you're paralyzed, you can't shoot your sword. You can't charge up your sword and do any of the shooting attacks. But you can still stab, and that's the best way to attack this boss anyway. See how Kfal. So this is like the easier strategy here. Oh, Nightdew finding out. So he was able to beat Carmine, and he was able to blow the wall here away.
Okay, so Nightdew's showing us stuff that Kfal was unable to.
Yes, because he's got this sword. Of course, Kfal's getting that sword now, and he may try it. Let's see if he tries it, because he's got 2 bows. Does he realize that he's walking out? He might do this. Okay, he's going to. Yeah. Okay. So there's 3 bows. In the vanilla, they're called Sun, Moon, and Truth. And you need Sun and Moon to open up this entrance to this crypt here, which is the final dungeon. And you actually need to have. We have a story mode, so you have to beat all these bosses. You've got to have the Bow of Truth, and you have to have. Oh, and it is. Wow. Okay. But, so he can't beat the game yet. But what he can do is check 2 chests. And that could have another sword. It could have the last bow. It could have something useful. And this is something Nightdew didn't do because he didn't have...
Yeah, it's kind of like they're doing different. They did the same stuff, but now they're doing the same stuff, but with different items. So Nightdew's able to push beyond where Kfal wasn't. Kfal's be able to push beyond where Nightdew wasn't. So now we're seeing completely different areas here.
Yeah. Another interesting thing. So Nightdew picked up the warrior ring on. It was either on Carmine or the item past him.
I think it was the item past him.
Okay, so he's just throwing those out. We see that we can't pop that wall though. That could be interesting if there's something there, because that's an easy one to forget when you're looking for your last bow or something. The Sword of Thunder. The Sword of Thunder's in the crypt. There's no teleport.
Wow, that's crazy.
So where does that pull Kfal to then? He's still got a ton of stuff he can do, right?
Here's the thing. We've got randomized walls. We have randomized enemy weaknesses. So, like, we have no idea what the value of the Sword of Thunder is at all.
Yeah, there's just it's so early on in the seed, and there's still so much to do in this game that, man, it would be so overwhelming to be in that position and be like, where do I go? Where do I go? I don't know. I guess we'll just have to watch where Kfal takes us.
I know, yeah. So one thing is, though, we have not seen any iron walls. We haven't seen any walls that we know will be blown away by the Sword of Thunder. So far, we don't know of anything. But Kfal's got the Sword of Fire, and he remembered that the GBC Cave second exit here was a firewall. So he's gonna give that a try.
And where is this going to take us? These exits are not randomized in this flag set. So
this is randomized.
Oh,
it is.
Okay.
And we haven't seen this, so this is going to be something new. Okay. And it goes to Sahara, the desert. It was a complete waste of time. So Kfal just gave Nightdew about a minute to catch up. Meanwhile, Nightdew following up on some other things he found.
Kfal just blew his warp boots going back to Leaf on accident.
Yeah, so we got to check up for a key on Nightdew's side, so that's not for the I forget what that little building is called, but it means it's either going to be windmill.
Yeah,
right. So either Stixie or prison at this point.
Yeah. So Nightdew went through Mado's area. We found that after going through Carmine's area, we went to Mado's area, but we went into the bottom. So we do have randomized Goa. It's just randomized in a sort of funky way. The back of Goa goes straight to the normal back of Goa. And, but next it went to Mado's floor, which is normal, except it went to the other side of Mado's floor.
Yeah, I'm surprised Nightdew didn't check his weakness. He just left.
Okay. I guess it's like, it would be useful to know the weakness. Know which, if you've got the right sword or not. Even if you decide that you're not strong enough. So Kfal, neither of these swords. So we know that it's... Kfal's walking back out so he can go to Mado 1. Except he's getting bopped around a little bit. He's just going to pop his opal.
Yeah, for anyone watching, for the record, Kfal is slightly injured. He's got a thumb issue. I don't know if that's a good excuse or not. He wanted the race anyway. So, yeah.
Okay. So, Nightdew making his crypt dive. He's going to get his Sword of Thunder. So, it's not actually going to be... We'll see what he does. We did see... so, we saw ice walls on... on Mount Hydra. It looks like he's not going to check... He's not going to check Mado 1. He's going to go straight up Mount Hydra.
Mado 1 would be at Chiron, right?
Yes.
And that trigger is already been triggered? Is that because we walked to the front of the front entrance of Goa there?
We walked to the front entrance of Goa, and we did it while holding the Sword of Thunder. You have to have the Sword of Thunder. Okay.
Yeah, there's lots of little triggers in this game that I'm definitely not familiar with throughout this, but yeah, there's a whole lot going on in this game. There's more than meets the eye.
Yeah. It looks like he may have reset to save his opal, so he doesn't actually have that. Instead, he decided to go to Mount Hydra here.
Oh, okay.
He might be trying to get some more power-ups or something before he takes a shot at Mado 1. But Nightdew, having found the Warrior Ring, at a bit of an advantage here combat-wise. However, it looks like Nightdew is going to do the same play going through GBC Cave that we know is a bust because it goes to Sahara, which we were able to get to. Yeah.
With all the stuff they have available, they keep doing the same thing.
Now, when he was over there, when they were both over there to begin with, they could have just checked where that cave led to. They had access to that cave from the other side, right? They could have just peeked in. No, okay.
So the reason why they couldn't do it before is because they didn't have the sword of fire to break that wall. So on the DBC cave,
you could check while you're in the desert. You could look on the other side.
Oh yeah, you can. It's kind of out of the way. Some of the other entrances are more, but yeah, usually you don't like bother checking.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, it is possible. You can check and it can, be nice, but Nightdew thinking a little here?
Yeah, I mean, he's got access to so much stuff. I wonder if he's just kind of throwing darts at a dartboard, seeing where should I go next.
With the randomized, I don't know if he went up Hydra. He might not have seen Hydra at all. Yeah.
But he has a Stixie key potentially, though.
That's right. Yeah. So he's got the key. So that could be a Stixie key. He tried it in the windmill. We know it's not the windmill key.
Yeah, KFL doesn't have that key, does he?
No, because Nightdew was able to blow the wall in Carmine's area and get Tomato's area. So it was one of the items there. I didn't see if there was anything else particularly useful in Mato's area there.
So we are in Hydra here, right?
Power Ring. Okay, Power Ring. So Nightdew's got Power Ring and Warrior Ring. Wow. But it looks like KFal, he's going to go back here and catch up a little. I think he figured out this has got to be his progress. And, if he keeps going and beats Mato, this could put him in the lead.
So Nightdew didn't check. Yeah,
Nightdew hadn't been here at all. So now he's going to get that item. He's going to go up into, he's probably going to go to Hydra now. He figured out what he was missing. So KFal came in before. He only had the Wind Sword, which is the sword that we started out with. Now he's got two swords. We know it's the Fire Sword, and the Fire Sword blows away Carmine. It also blows away the wall to the next area. But we do not know what Mato's weak against.
Yeah, and that was what you were saying earlier, to at least check to see if Mato was weak against something we had.
Yes. So Nightdew, okay, he's gonna check Stixie. If this is the key to Stixie, this will be six items that we haven't seen yet.
That's 6 items because we have flight, right? There's going to be some things that are potentially locked if we didn't have flight. Okay,
but it's not.
I think it has to be Mato 2 as a progression. Then I think.
Yeah.
Or Mato 1, either one of those two.
That's right. Yeah, we haven't beaten either of them. We haven't even seen what their weakness is, but yeah. Because, so KFal climbed Hydra. There wasn't anything there.
Now, Mato 2 is a tough fight from my perspective as an audience member. Level 6, 18 scaling. Is this something KFal wants to do? Is this something he's looking forward to, or not really?
He's probably not looking forward to it, but look at this. He's gonna get the Power Ring. He's got the Warrior Ring. He's not gonna have any armor, which is kind of annoying. He's already on level 7, and the scaling. So the thing about the scaling is lower scaling makes the fight easier. So, and he's got a shield. He might be thinking he's gonna beat some of these mimics.
If Mato 2 is weak to lightning, he has level 3 lightning or thunder.
Oh yeah, yeah. So he's got level 3 lightning. He's got level 2 fire. The only real problem would be if Mato's weak against wind, and then he's got to think about it. He's going to have that bronze key, and KFal doesn't realize that it's not something he can even get to at all right now. So he may nope out and figure, oh, this is going to be key to Stixie or the windmill key, and we're gonna, and we'll get a whole bunch of items and progression there. But it's not. We got to, magic rings aren't so useful when you don't have refresh or teleport. They're really useful in the end game. Assuming, you've got something you can use the magic spells with. Okay, and we're not able to blow that wall away. I believe Nightdew didn't have the Sword of Thunder when he went through it first. We didn't see that, but now we know that's got to be the Sword of Water for that wall there.
What is that locking away? Is that the next floor?
One chest.
Okay,
one
just
chest.
one chest.
Yep.
I think the entrance to Goa is the same thing, also water.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we did. Yeah. So we know we can't go in the front of Goa. But we can trigger the Mato 1 fight. Okay, so it looks like... so Nightdew has reached about the same point Kfal's... Well... We're about even now, actually. So Kfal's got... I think they have different information.
Yeah, the key information on Nightdew's side that it's going to be key to the prison, and I guess I don't know what Kfal has over Nightdew, except where he's headed to right now.
Oh yeah, exactly. I think that's the only thing Kfal's ahead on, and it is. And we've got an easy. This is one of a fight that could have been amazing. Is now over like that.
Oh,
and the flame bracelet. That's going to make the next boss. So Kfal did pop his opal, though. Okay, and the next boss will be... yeah, Mato 2 getting totally owned there. Nightdew, meanwhile, he's going to go for Mato 1. This is going to be interesting.
So one thing that's not randomized is the Goa, the actual floor layout itself is not randomized.
That's right. Yeah. So
okay.
There's no map randomization. We have
that's what I mean.
An option in the randomizer to randomize the actual maps, even, and they're just the maps become randomly generated. And Mato 1 is weak to Sword of Water.
Yeah.
So I think Nightdew has figured it out that he has to beat Mato 2.
And he was there, but again, not having the Sword of Thunder at that point in time, he wouldn't have been able to do much anyway.
That's right, yeah.
So it was really interesting.
Weak to fire.
Too easy.
So we've got another easy fight. I mean, we've got Warrior Ring, Power Ring, 2 bracelets. So it should be pretty easy if you've got the right setup here. We don't have a particularly difficult combat situation unless we either don't have the sword or I guess if we had the wind sword here matched up.
Yeah, easy seed so far.
Easy.
Maybe it'll just be this crazy scavenger hunt till find the last location, the bow that we need. But I don't know.
Sword.
Or the water sword. Yeah.
It's totally possible that water sword doesn't block anything off. Or doesn't block much off. We know it's blocking a couple bosses in the front of Goa, but that's all places that may not hide a lot of stuff. The bow could be behind the water wall in Goa. That would be interesting. The wall in Goa on Mato's floor. There's another key on Sabera's floor.
Kfal also found the white statue, which is what Slime Kinsu wanted.
Oh, right.
Interesting.
He's getting his opal back.
Oh, and he
Water
can't break
again.
the wall.
Oh, so he's stuck here. But we've got another. He's got a second key, and we know that key has to either be Windmill or Stixie. So it's going to give us quite a few checks. And we've got Slime Kensu's white statue.
Yeah, are we re-triggering? Yeah, we're re-triggering this for him now. Okay.
Yeah, I'm really hoping they have to do a triple dive to get back to Slime Kinsu.
That would be awesome. And without the teleport spell, we're shopping a lot for warp boots.
Yeah, it is convenient though that at least they're in leaf, because sometimes they're not in leaf, and then people are kind of walking all over the place trying to find warp boots.
Oh yeah.
Seen some seeds like that, and I've heard some complaints in post-race interviews about that.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have to walk somewhere else from leaf to get your warp boots, like it's a walk of shame that it's gonna waste at least a minute or so to... Okay, so Kfowl, we haven't seen this key yet. And it's the windmill key. Okay, so Kfowl's gonna have the windmill. That's 7 items. And well, okay, so here's the thing. If one of his swords breaks the walls, he'll have access to Cordell Plains. And so that'll be a whole bunch of other items.
Wow, there are 7 items in this windmill cave. I guess I never realized that. There's a lot of stuff in here. So there's 1 item in the front. So as soon as you enter, you'll get you get that telepathic message. And then 6 items in the cave.
Stomping that through the line for good measure.
Yep. Very important. Okay, Nightdew's on his Mato 2 fight. He's going to get the good news that it's an easy thunderstorm fight. And we've got wind walls in the windmill cave, so we're going to be able to go right through those. So Kfowl's got quite a bit more of the world opened up. And the Psycho Armor, so great defense. He triggered the... I don't believe we saw Kfowl go after Mato 1, though. He doesn't know that he needs the other sword.
Yeah.
But probably figuring, and correctly, that there's a lot of things to get yet. I mean, I guess there's not a whole lot. We need a bow, and we need another sword. But we don't have access to a bunch of the world. We don't have access to... so we eventually need to get to Evil Spirit Island, which requires riding the dolphin. So we need to have the flute for that. We need to get access to that area. So there's quite a few things to get, even though it seems like, we're doing really well on the bow and sword picture. There's a lot of other items that we need to get access to different places to beat these bosses.
Yeah, we also picked up, I believe it was the Flail Guy statue, if I'm not mistaken, there on Kfowl's side. So another statue here. So that's a trade-in that we haven't seen... Actually, we haven't seen a lot of trade-ins yet. So we don't know if the trade-ins... We do have unidentified items, but we don't know if we have trade-ins randomized. So that statue, that unidentified statue, could be a trade-in. Oh, the speed boots. Okay, you're just getting all the quality of life stuff they're getting here.
Kfowl has a pretty good lead now. Nightdew's, he's gonna get the items here. He's just about cleared the items in Sabera's area. But Kfowl has gone through the cave here. He's getting an Orb of Wind, so if he's got to use the Wind Sword, he's got a little more power on it.
Yeah, and the longer that Kfowl has these speed boots, the more ground he's just going to be able to cover so much quicker.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not that Nightdew is going to get them any later. Okay. And let's see. Yes, we do have the rabbit skip.
I was just going to ask, is it easier or harder to do that with the speed boots equipped?
A little bit harder, because it's hard. There's like it's only a 2 or 3 pixel window to get in there. Okay, so on this cave, we've got a required boss, and behind that boss is a door that we know we've got the key to open, and that'll get us to the last area. So Kfowl will have access to all of the areas, like all of the major outer world areas in the game at that point.
So I'm pretty sure I asked this in the past, but when it comes to Kelbask 2 being weak to fire, as we saw, does that automatically mean Kelbask 1 will also be weak to fire? Or is that will not be true always?
Nope. They're all shuffled.
Okay.
And yeah, they don't so in the
Oh yeah, duh, because Mato 2 was thunder and Mato 1 was water. So yeah.
Yep.
KFL choosing not to do the checks on Saber North, which, I could maybe see.
I mean, like I said, we've got he can always come back to it. You can teleport to that mountain, that little mountain inn, and come back there and do it pretty easily. And there's a bunch of stuff here that you're going to check anyway, so...
Yeah, I was just going to ask, are there more checks here in Portoa than Mount Saber North? There?
Yes,
Oh,
there are a lot of stuff, yeah. So there's only 3 chests on Saber North that he could get.
He also found another flute, so that could be the shell flute, maybe?
It could, yeah.
Now, if you have the shell flute at this point, where can you test that out? Could he have tested that out right there by the boat? No, because you got to go out further. So he's got to test it on a beach somewhere else. Okay.
Yep. So you can test it in the waterway behind the castle. So if you and we have the statue glitch, so you can glitch through and get to the waterway that way. Okay. And it looks like we have vanilla trade-ins, and so Rage wants the Sword of Water, which we don't have. KFal's going to check Mato 1. I think he's going to get some bad news that Mato 1's weak against water, and we don't have that sword.
Yeah, Nightdew just used his latest key to start the windmill. He's headed there now, and he'll be hot on KFal's feet, especially with the speed boots being in there.
Oh, yeah. So where do you want to see the Sword of Water? We know that it can't be in the rest of Goa because we've got the rest of Goa is locked between two things that require Sword of Water. So it can't be there.
I mean, maybe like Evil Spirit Island? Can we have it somewhere in Sabira's castle?
It could be, yes. It could definitely be there.
Well, what's left in Goa? There is no area left in Goa, right? Other than the 2 places that couldn't check.
That's right, yeah. We've got, because we've got, there's the Kelbest 1, or Kelbest 2, and the wall in Mato's area. Well, there's the Orb of Water. It's not a sword.
Yeah, and as you're explaining early on in the race here, this is our ghetto flight, is it not?
No, this is actual flight.
This is actual. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You jump off the dolphin for ghetto flight. Yes.
Yep.
It's all coming back to me. It's all coming back. I haven't. It's been a while.
So we've got a statue. We could have the that statue. Oh, okay. Nothing happens. But that doesn't mean it's not the. It doesn't mean it's not the shell flute. We could have a vanilla dolphin.
Which would mean that we have to turn into the boathouse and then go out to the little area and do it there?
Yes. Okay. And if that's the case, then we could not have the Sword of Water on Evil Spirit Island because we would have to get the Sword of Water to give it to Rage.
Now, if it's not the shell flute, it could be Flute of Lime. Is that where we're potentially headed now on KFL's side to check that?
Yes, I'm sure he's going to check that. And we've got Thunder Walls here. KFL getting paralyzed in the cave and just quitting out.
I like how paralyzation is so bad that runners will just simply reset. They're like, nope.
I mean, if you can't charge your sword, you can't break down the walls.
Yeah.
And, Oh, no! Poor KFL.
Wow.
Now say it the way KFL says it.
I was going to, but I couldn't remember it. I can't remember how he says
paralyzed. He got
there it
paralyzed.
Is, yeah.
He's trying, but those enemies can't poison you. So if you can only have one status effect at a time. So if you can get poison, you can get rid of your paralysis. And that is the Flute of Lime. And there's a key in either... Yeah, so that's got to be the key to Stixie. And it's either in Carissa Plant Cave or Fog Lamp Cave. Okay, so Kfal able to put his... get his poison on. Nightdew coming out on the other side of the plains. Let's see what he goes. Let's see where he goes.
So this is Amazonas down here, is it not for Nightdew? Because if we have vanilla turn-ins on, we should have the Carissa plant on both of our runners.
Do they have change?
Oh,
they
you change. Okay.
Yeah. But did we see Kfal check the back here, the basement?
No, I don't think he ever came even. Oh.
Paralysis. But there's the sword.
Yep.
The sword is on Akahana in the waterfall.
Oh, that's nasty.
Wow. Okay, so where was the Flute of Lime? It was in
Where was he just before he went
Windmill Cave? Is it something that Nightdew has?
Pipe organ. Wherever the pipe organ.
It might have been on Saber North. So on Kelbesk or on the check past him? Behind Kelbesk 1. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
okay. So Nightdew will get it on the way in. And then it'll just be a matter of whether he figures out that's the... Which he'll eventually get there. But the question is, will he waste some time doing... Because we got... The hint that we got was that it was the key, which we know has got to be the key to Stixie. And that's quite a few items. So we could have...
If I were him, I would just go clear Go out first.
That's not a bad play, yeah. And Kfal's gonna go take out he's gonna go take out Mado 1.
Is Mado 1 normally red?
No, it's
okay.
A bit of a palette swap here. Okay, so that's Mado 1 down.
Yeah, there's just a Fruit of Power on the Elder in Oak here.
To now.
Dompa.
Is he out of... He's out of warp boots?
Yeah, Kfal
and
doesn't
just
have
walking
boots. So I think he's running to the front of Goa, I think.
Okay, that's a good... I mean, you know...
So is there anything else? I guess the bow could... I guess the bow could really be anywhere, and Nightdew, with these checks, might stumble upon it before Kfal does. But
quite possibly, yeah.
Yeah. But that water sword is invaluable, so he's gonna have to get to that point.
Yep. So yeah, that's the thing. So but it's not just the sword and the bow that we need. We need some way to get to Evil Spirit Island.
Oh yeah.
And so we haven't seen any other instruments, no other flutes. So we have no idea where the shell flute is. And we don't know if it's vanilla either. Vanilla Dolphin. Vanilla Dolphin means that you have to go through this sequence where you trade in the sword with Rage, and then you also go through the boat owner. You have to trade the boat owner's item.
Which, with vanilla turn-ins, that's going to be a lamp? Is that what that is?
Yes. So it'll be another lamp. So we'll know that'll be a lamp. So when we get... And, that's the thing. We've got these randomized items. So we won't... When we get the next flute, we won't know that it's the shell flute.
Why did he leave?
He wasn't able to open the wall.
He has all the swords. He just...
That's true, yeah.
Maybe he's just hoping that one wall doesn't have anything, I guess. Or the turn-in for Kinsu. I don't know.
Guess.
Kfal making some gambles today, seems.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, it's only 2 checks. That would take some time, and he's got, a whole bunch of the game open to him.
Yeah, that's where this game is a little... This is where I think it gets a little I don't know, the pressure starts setting in here. It's like you've got a bunch of like remote checks all over the place. There's 1 or 2 things here, 1 or 2 things here, and you just got to kind of make guesses. And I guess we're just at this point kind of just making a lot of guesses and hoping we get something.
Yep. And so, but wait, KFal's not going to check Saber. He's instead going to go straight through and realizing he didn't check the basement here. Okay.
Which actually does give them one more check in Swan if they want to go do it.
That's true, yeah.
From this, yeah.
They haven't been to Swan yet, though, have they?
No, but they can get
access?
there.
Okay.
They can fly over the ocean to get there, so.
Oh, that's true.
Okay. So maybe KFal going to use his. So wait, did Nightdew? Okay, they've got the hazmat suits. It looks like KFal's going to use that. But we don't have telepathy, so we can't do much else. We don't have telepathy. We don't have.
They do have telepathy.
Oh, you think they do? Did Nightdew not do
checked it all.
Okay, he did. He checked it. Okay, good.
Yeah, everything but the insect.
I saw him check Stom. Oh, that's right. Telepathy was right away. Okay, so we reached the top of the mountain, but we don't have the bracelet, and we just got some consumables and other junk. So, nothing great on Saber West.
So we've got that one wall check that was Goa, correct? I guess we have a whole bunch of stuff that KFal's already skipped. I'm just trying to think that we also have all of Stixie access on top of that we don't have a key for just yet. Okay, yes. Well, there's a clarinet. Oh, okay.
I
missed that earlier.
Okay. The Nightdew's gonna pull off his skip.
So does that ultimately mean that KFal will have the knowledge that the clarinet is going to be the shell flute?
Yeah, he knows it is because the insect flute, the little guy there tells you what the insect flute is, and it was sousaphone. So that has to be the shell flute.
Oh, okay. So that's got to be the shell flute.
They've already seen the other two. So.
KFal's short. He's short on money for. He's gonna put his warrior ring back on and grind some more of these guys. So there's a few ways you can get money faster. You can just go out and beat enemies, but it's a good idea to beat any mimics when you see them. The mimics drop a lot, and since we've got all the swords, the mimics are always weak to 2 different swords. The vanilla weakness is fire and thunder. The other thing is you can also sell off some shields. So he's got the mirror shield and he's got the sacred shield. If you sell one of those off, you can get a ton of gold for those. He'd be set for probably the rest of the seed. But
did we go back to rage yet?
He has not.
That's a good idea, yeah. He will remember in a second. Yeah, now he's like, oh yeah.
Was that the test for the shell flute though?
It was,
I guess
yes.
But nothing happened.
So we do know.
Is that because of not seeing rage yet?
No, the reason we know is because he tried using it. So we know it's a shell flute. He tried using it, and it did the beep, and it didn't work. So we know that we've got Vanilla Dolphin.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's still worth doing Rage here, because... so basically what we know is we need a lamp somewhere. So we've got another Go Mode item here.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see if Nightdew does any checks that KFal has skipped at this point. Oh,
Lamp on Tornado, let's go.
Yeah.
So Nightdew checked Saber West. I don't think he checked the tornado bracelets. Oh no, I think he did. Yeah.
I missed if he did.
Yeah. I don't think it was anything great.
He was going to try and get this key.
Yeah. So, if we get the key to Stixie, that's a bunch of items. And the other thing is, with the hint that we got for the cave was the key, and as an item, it could there could still have. Yeah, so we checked the dwarf hint.
Oh yeah, the plant could be here. Shit.
Yes, so the plant could be here, and the
lamp.
The lamp, yeah, the lamp could be here.
They have the plant already, I think. They just don't have change.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Nightdew's doing his waterfall cave. He's gonna be... well, at this point he may realize that he's a little behind on that. However, Kfal did not... Well, no, he beat Kelbest 1, but he did not check... He didn't check the 2 items. So there's 2 other items in Goa that we know we can get to.
Did Nightdew check those? I don't think so, right?
No. They're both locked by Water Sword.
Oh, okay.
Or I guess one's locked by Water Sword, the other one is Slime Kensu.
No, sorry, I meant
the
Saber North items.
Oh, the Saber North items. Kfal hasn't checked those.
But did Nightdew
he ran... Them? Yeah, he ran right through Saber North. In a bit of a walk of shame.
I don't think...
Yeah, Nightdew actually climbed.
Oh, he did?
Oh.
Yeah, Nightdew actually climbed up and went all the way to Tornell. It was before he got the tornado
Saber West.
bracelet.
I'm talking about Saber North.
Oh, Saber North. That's right. Yeah, I don't think... So Nightdew hasn't... What did he went up there?
That's the prison area, right? That's where the walls are back. Okay, I don't think we saw that on either runner, no.
It's funny that they both skipped all of it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's three items there.
I think they're in the voice chat, like, messing with...
Let's do the same things and skip the same things and totally mess with the commentary. Yeah, but okay, so I thought we saw Kfal see Tornell. Did Nightdew see Tornell, or do I have that backwards?
Yeah, backwards.
I think
it did.
Okay.
Yeah, backwards. Yeah. But they both have the tornado bracelet now. So now they'd be able to actually make that turn in, which we know never has anything, but we don't know whether they have this seed.
Yeah. The other day, I mean, it's so far to walk, isn't it? But the other day it was referred to as Bonell. Because he had the final bow or something like that.
Yep, it was actually my last race he had it, and it's been a couple races where he's had a bow or something.
Also, I think you were gonna say this a few minutes ago with so much stuff going on. We got a little sidetracked there. Welcome in Speed Gaming 3 with the party of 60 here. Big old raid from Speed Gaming 3, and we're doing a little Crystalis rando here. And I'm not sure what else to say about that other than it's exciting. It's nonstop action, and there's a whole bunch of checks for our runners and a bunch of crazy logic that we have to keep in order here.
Yeah.
What was that key? Did I miss the key on Kfal's side? Was there another key there?
He got the key.
Yep. He got the key. The key was in Foglamp Cave. So it looks like
remind me how this
Kfal's gonna
works. Sorry, he got the key in the middle, so that means there's nothing past there. Well, there could be another trade-in, though, right? Another trade-in?
No, because it's an item. So all the items, like keys and items, are all...
Oh, that's right, because it's supposed to be the middle items back to front, but it's actually front to back currently, isn't it? That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure we checked this on Kfal's side when he went, it's barrier to calm the whirlpools because it's going to give us barrier.
So yeah, we have vanilla barrier.
I wonder if we're going to head to Swan on Nightdew's side here for that paralysis check.
Oh, that could be interesting. Okay, meanwhile, Kfal, we're giving us a peek at the items here. He got refresh, which is nice.
Oh, we got the eyeglasses apparently over on
That's right, yeah, I remember
side.
seeing that. Kfal has not checked this. So anyone could add... I don't know if Nightdew has figured out... Okay, just a magic ring.
Yeah, that's the one time it's like a 2-for-1. You get the alarm flute and it actually does 2 different things. I like that.
Yeah. The programming is pretty good. In the vanilla game, you had to buy a second alarm flute. You had to buy the alarm flute, and then you had to buy another one.
Oh, is that how it worked? Oh my god.
Yeah. K-Fal's picking up those warp boots. We still don't have teleport. So, Dixie, looking like a bust here. There wasn't anything.
And Nightdew's going to Swan. He'll check this. Kensu check probably. Yeah, nothing in Dixie. Wow.
Yep.
Other than refresh is nice, but not required.
I know, yeah.
Total bait. That's amazing.
Okay, so, I mean, there's still quite a few things left here. We got Saber North. We've got Slime Kensu. And there's Teleport.
Nice to find. I think they probably might have wanted something a little bit different at this point, though.
K-Fal has Refresh, and Nightdew has Teleport. So we both got some convenience here.
So, is there... Okay, so...
So we've got Tornell on Saber West. Could have it. So basically what we're looking for right now is we're looking for that... The last... Oh. We're looking for the last lamp. Because we need that lamp in order to activate the dolphin. We know we've got the shell flute. And Nightdew has it. So both runners have the shell flute. I don't know if Nightdew has checked and verified that it was vanilla dolphin, but he probably has figured out.
Yeah, I don't remember if he talked to the because he was in Oak first, and he might have talked to the NPC that told him that, hey, this is the name of the instrument.
Yeah, okay, do it.
Okay, Nightdew making the same play, which we know is a total bust. Oh, but he hasn't beaten Mate-01 yet, so he's going to take care of that. That's a good idea.
Oh, K-Fal getting flailed.
His people betraying him.
It's like the first item was nothing, so he's gonna take a look at the second one. A little faster to go the other way, but I guess you can go this way.
I think he's just going to deal with the flail guys.
That's Axe talking smack, K-Fal. If you're watching this back. Oh yeah, so yeah, these are the checks, right? This would have been behind Kelbesk, right? This is that area?
Yeah, so we're not behind Kelbesk. You can get to here without beating Kelbesk. Yeah. But you do need to have the sword that blow away these walls, which they had. We're getting the Psycho Shield. Again, nice, but not necessary. Nightdew popping an Opal, having a little... Okay, but he does take down Mate-01.
Yeah, right before the end, of course. I know it's a meme on Mate-02, but Mate-01, I guess the room's a little bit smaller.
Okay, so both runners looking for... we're about even on scaling. It would be pretty close. So K-Fal has beaten... he's beaten all the bosses in Goa. So, but Nightdew is gonna head back in there and take care of the last ones.
And there's the two walls in there we couldn't break before. Or
that's right.
There's one we couldn't break when we saw it, and then there was the second one that K-Fal saw, but didn't push beyond that point. So
that's right. Yeah. I guess he decided to stop after beating. There it is. There it is on Saber North.
So, oh wow.
That's huge. Okay, so this isn't Go mode yet, but there's a really big chance, because there's a lot of items on Evil Spirit Island, so there's a really good chance that the last bow is going to be there.
I was going to say, it'd be kind of funny if one of these two checks, or one of these three checks that are left in Goa are actually the bow.
It could be.
Is it like 9 checks or something? Double Evil Spirit? Something like that?
Oh yeah, something like that. So, so K-Fal definitely in the driver's seat now. But yeah, if it's on Slime Kensu and Nightdew goes to check it, like, that's not insignificant. Because we don't know how long it'll be until K-Fal decides to go check that again. Meanwhile, K-Fal, he's picking up level 12, so that's usually about where you say you can beat the game pretty easily.
And they have to take that into consideration, right? Because once they go into the tower, it is max scaling.
Yes. So it's always as if you have like 50 scaling or 48, I think is like when you actually reach the maximum difficulty. So even if we have the scaling factor that goes up based on the number of key items you get. And without that, the tower, basically the end boss rush can be quite a bit easier if you've kind of jet seeded it. But since we have this on, you're always guaranteed a tough fight. But we've got the power ring, we've got the warrior ring, and now Kfal's got level 12. I mean, Nightdew's got 11. He's going to be there pretty soon. So 2 mimics in that room.
So that's 3 mimics so far here on ESI.
Mimic.
Yeah. Okay, so no bow yet. Nightdew's gonna check that wall. He's gonna check it.
Oh man, this is bad if it's there.
Yeah, this is spicy.
Okay. Yeah, if the bow is here, then Nightdew is back. Now he's not only back in the race, like he's got a huge advantage. Assuming he's got to figure out where that he's got to go back to. Oh, it's change.
Change. Oh.
Wow. So change
that opens up a whole
So really only 2 checks. So it'll open up Arillis and it'll open up Deo.
And Brokahana.
Yeah, I was gonna say what about Brokahana?
Oh, and Brokahana. That's right. So 3 checks. Okay. So that could be. That's not nothing. If the bow is
like
there. Mashamahama.
Insect flute.
Nightdew doesn't have any healing. He's
Wow.
he can't get hit.
And there are bats in here as well that I just didn't see, or butterflies or
I
something.
didn't see anything.
Yeah, I guess I'm wrong on that.
The change could be good, or it could be a wash.
Well,
Oh
it's,
no!
It's okay. Yeah, he made it. He made it. He made it over. Okay, this is gonna be a full heal, and it's just an antidote. Okay, well, okay, but we got change in behind that wall, which was pretty cool. He's gonna go check it, and why not?
Oh,
Just a magic ring.
But man, if Nightdew doesn't find it with change, there's a good chance he'll go Stixie and waste time in Stixie.
See if he's got 2 more checks with change. We haven't seen it on Kfal's side in Evil Spirit Island yet, and he's almost.
Oh, there.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Wow.
it's so bad for Kfal. Maybe. I mean, he doesn't have many checks left, but
That's true. Yeah. So what else could Kfal check? Yeah, because he's already done Hydra.
yeah, he's done pretty much everything else at this point. So really, that's all he has left is this stuff and go. I think.
Yeah.
And Tornell. Saber
That's
West.
right. Tornell. So he could do Tornell on Saber. Meanwhile, Nightdew still has to find. He's still got to find that lamp. And we know it's on Saber North.
Yeah.
But seems Nightdew's still thinking.
Kfal still doesn't have to.
Yeah,
he's got a good chunk of gold, but when your scaling gets high, the item costs go up, and so those warp boots get pricey.
Yeah, Nightdew's going to Stixie probably. Total bust. So it's still anybody's game, but yeah.
Yeah, this is that plot twist that we were waiting for earlier that looked jetty in the beginning, but then there's so much that's opened up with flight that some people go in one direction, some people go in another, some people cut corners, and next thing you know, you've got a situation like this.
So I think Kfal missed 1 chest on Saber North.
I think the key to prison spot.
Okay. Oh, maybe not.
Or not.
Yeah.
Maybe he thought he forgot to get the paralysis check or something.
I mean, but he wasted his warp boots.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Yeah. He's probably really feeling the pressure right now, being an hour and almost 10 minutes in.
Yeah. Okay, so I
Yeah.
think this is going to be a oh no. Nightdew having some trouble getting through the statues here. He used up all his healing and died.
no.
Oh my gosh.
So does refresh come from Stixie though, or where was that?
Yes. That
Refresh was in
Okay.
Stixie, yeah.
Yeah, he's probably going to be looking forward to that. It is as minor
Yeah.
of a thing as it is.
But
It's really what helped him here.
that flail knight right on the way, that is just a champ spot there. Okay, so Kfal, he's looking for his last bow, and we know that it's on Brokahana with change in a wall. Okay, there's where the eyeglasses were. So
And
it's
now
on
he's going to follow
Brokahana.
that now. Yeah.
Yep. And he's also going to go to the top of Saber. That's where he's going now. Well, actually, I don't think he's checked this area at all. He's got to get all the chests. But he will be able to get Tornell's item, which, I mean, we know it's not going to help him.
It could be
But we
barrier,
haven't seen
maybe.
It could be Barrier, yeah.
No,
That's
I
true.
thought Barrier was calming the whirlpools.
Oh, that's right.
You
Well,
are right.
It could be the statue to do that, but yeah. I don't know if you do that at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, he might want to kill the Mimic to get some gold for his
Yeah, I know,
boots.
right? Come on, Kfal.
Yeah, these runners are definitely feeling the pressure at this. I mean, this is,
Although-
again, lower
Oh, yeah.
bracket, so loser goes home, or not winner goes home, and winner moves on, so...
Yeah.
Is this where teleport was?
Teleport
Was it by Tornell, maybe? I can't remember.
Wait, Nightdew's got Barrier. Where was it?
It was...
It was
he
on
did,
Angry
he,
Sea, I thought.
Yeah, he did just do that.
Okay, Angry Sea. Okay, good. So he must have got that statue somewhere.
Could that have been, like, the flail guy statue? I don't remember if we
Oh, that might have been
I don't
it,
know if
yeah.
we identified everything on those statues.
And he gets refresh, and he's very happy to get it.
Warp
and just warp boots.
Well, they allowed him to get out of there.
Yeah. Kfal's probably getting a little rattled now, having checked most of the game and not found his flute. He doesn't know that he's not doing so bad.
Worst part is, I'm afraid he forgot about that wall in Goa. I'm really afraid of that.
Kensu and Swan, that's right. So and now he's doing this. Oh. And he doesn't have the warp boots, so he's gonna have to do the 3 fights.
Oh, that's right. He did get the insect flute
Okay.
on Severa's castle.
Oh, I wonder if he's going to go push for that. There's so much. He did ESI first, so now he's got extra stuff to go
Yep.
chase after.
Yeah, he's probably gonna hit Goa last. Yeah, Barrier was vanilla with the actually I think they have that statue. Kfal might have the statue.
Yeah, I think he does.
So he can get Barrier, he can get Teleport. He knows it's Barrier.
Oh,
He
they're
doesn't
both
realize
doing
it's
insect.
Teleport.
Oh, Nightdew does not.
Oh,
He
doesn't have
didn't
the
know.
phone. Kfal has it. He should have remembered. I guess he forgot.
I think he's remembering now. He's gonna. Oh, okay. Maybe Kfal was the one who checked the.
Yeah, I
hint.
must have remembered wrong.
Well, we're about to see what the bug gives us here.
Maybe no, it can't be much. Whatever it is.
Yeah. I mean, we've got pretty much all the good stuff. the bug weak to, or strong. So the bug is strong against one element, and that one is fire. In this seed. Nightdew also going to climb the. He's also going to climb the mountain and talk with Tornell, hoping to get his last item. We have both runners looking for one item. Oh no!
Oh
getting,
no!
getting noopered and killed by when going on a wrong turn too.
And he didn't checkpoint at the entrance. He has to walk all the way back down.
Okay, so it looks like KFal might have figured this out. Oh,
He's almost out of checks. I feel like he has to.
No.
Because what else does he have? He hasn't done the power ring spot. Neither of them have, I don't think.
Yeah.
So that could be where he's going now. And he's going to check the statue probably as well, because it's closer to this side.
Yeah.
The white statue.
I'm trying. What do you think about Nightdew's thought process here? Going to check Tornell before doing the 3 items on Saber North, since they're easier, they're faster.
I don't know. Unless he just because of recent races, he's hoping to see her. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, recent
Yeah,
races
that's true.
and like the mems. He could think he's behind and trying to check an item that is, lower on the list, and not realizing it's that his opponent's already checked it. But meanwhile, KFal, he knows.
Yeah.
So he's gonna check this. Hopefully, he remembers the statue. Okay, he does. He's gonna go through.
Thank goodness.
Okay, so KFal on his way to go mode once he breaks this last wall in Mado's area.
I forgot to check Sabera. There we go.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh, there we go. Why did Tornell not give him the item right away? Was there something he had equipped that he didn't get it right away? Because he had the tornado bracelet.
I think it was a consumable, and he needed to make room in his inventory. Yeah.
It was warp boots. Yeah.
Which is not useful to Nightdew because he's got teleport. Okay, so Nightdew figuring out where his item is.
Yeah, I can't wait till KFal the Nightdew's head teleport for half the seed.
All right, KFal getting changed. Where's he going now? Did he? Okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, I think he beat all the bosses. But that was awesome that we actually got that that wall that we couldn't get before.
He's doing the walk of shame to Amazon News, I think.
Oh no.
So out of all the scaling we could have, we've got Nightdew at 48 scaling, KFal at 45 scaling.
This walk of KFal still with enough lead here, but this walk of shame is
Actually, I'm really confused what he's doing now.
Yeah. Oh, I think he got poisoned and he wanted to clear it.
Well, I'm just mean, where is he going? The pyramid, maybe?
Oh, that's right. Does he remember?
Yeah, he's going to Goa, I think, to go do Broken.
Oh, okay, yeah. He still needs to get his bow, right? So he's got change. He's got to go.
I didn't know which check he was doing for sure. Because all 3 of those caves had checks he could do. Amazon's, Deo, and then Rohana. So.
Okay, but he lucked out and went to the one that's going to have his bow right away. And it's not that bad of a position. He doesn't have any warp boots, but he's at the second closest spot to walk. So he lucked out a bit there.
And Nightdew still has to do all of Evil Spirit, so yeah, I think this is pretty much KFal's game to lose at this point.
Yep. So Nightdew's got to know that he's got everything. Unless, he forgot to look at his menu and realize he doesn't have all the bows.
Nobody ever does that.
Nobody would ever do that. So, but even so, KFal is heading into the end. So, this should be easily a big enough lead to seal the deal.
Broken thumb and all.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so Nightdew's not going to have to check any of the side items. So he's going to get through Evil Spirit Island quite a bit faster. But I don't think it's going to be enough.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if you beeline straight to the bosses here, I mean, how much time does it save you? 90 seconds, 2 minutes or something?
Maybe not even that. Well, yeah, maybe about that much. Because there's several, you've got those things on the side there. You got to blow another wall. And then you've got 2 things on the side. He's not even going to have to check Clark. I mean, he's not even checking that chest there. So because why would you? You've got all the accessories, all the swords, all the bracelets.
So really what Nightdew is hoping for is that Dragon 2 treats Kfal like he treats Matrick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's got to have a
Refuses to
Magic
open
Tier
up, yeah.
Dragon.
Yeah, maybe a death in the tower or something.
Now, Kfal doesn't have barrier, so Nightdew does, so I don't know if that's going to come into any sort of play here. Again, the tower's not too long, and they've got all the bracelets that they need to get through here.
Yeah, but, you know, most runners are used to having barrier.
I don't know if he's got any opals. He probably does.
I think he's got one. I think Nightdew burned all his. Thundersword, he's gonna be fine. He's got the power bracelet, so... Power ring. Be one of our longer seeds. I mean, both of these runners have to be thinking, like, why hasn't they finished yet?
Right.
Yeah, started out super. I mean, they had 2 bows less than 20 minutes in the same area that they picked it up at.
Yeah. Yeah, yet last night we saw a race that was just over an hour. Okay, so Nightdew heading into the tower. At this point, he wouldn't be incorrect in knowing he's behind. He's probably going to take a death here from Kfal to make a difference, even if Nightdew goes quick. But given everything that's happened, you know, we'll see.
Yeah, maybe the thumb is getting a little sore here. 80 minutes into the seat here. Can just wait for a mess up and the tower robots just take him out. Yeah, that was an incredibly fast Dragon 2, though. So Nightdew has to hope for a very similar Dragon 2, and in order to not lose any time here.
So Kfal doesn't have barrier, but he does have refresh, and so he's using that to get some HP and play a little more aggressively. And since he doesn't have to like switch back and forth, he can just stay on refresh. I didn't see how many magic. I think he's got quite a few magic rings. That's not going to be a problem.
I think so. They've been picking them up all
Oh
over.
yeah, look at that. Yeah. So
And
MP is not an issue. So yeah, with no barrier, he's probably going to fight the side pods on Dinah, but I don't think that's going to make a difference. And Nightdew not getting the good luck on Dragon. This is where you've got to tink off the wings to get on the right pixel parity.
Yeah, this is the final floor for Kfal, right? There's only 3 floors?
Yep, this is it. Kfal is just a few robots. I think he's got one more robot over here, too. There he goes. Okay, so he's got a ton of MP. He doesn't have barrier. He could man mode this, probably without a whole lot of problems. Because he's got a full set of MP with refresh, and he's got an opal. Gives you plenty of leeway to kind of just take a few shots while you're trying to shoot the core, and then he won't have to fight the sides. Oh, but he's gonna go ahead and do it anyway. Still, having that buffer makes it a lot easier than it could be otherwise.
Yeah.
He doesn't realize that how close Nightdew. I mean,
Yeah.
at 123, you've got to assume your opponent is right behind you.
Yeah, if everyone's having to full clear the game, everyone's going to be right next to each other here in the tower.
Yep. But it looks like KFal has finished in first place. His official race time GG time is 1:23:31. GG's.
I'm sure Nightdew's looking over at that thinking, man, what skips, what could I have skipped? What checks could I have skipped to just save a minute?
Oh my god.
GG's.
I cannot believe it.
But Nightdew is just about to clear. I think he's heading onto the third floor here.
Yeah, I figured when I found that last bow, I was like, oh my god, it's gotta be so close.
It so you guys, the two of you had different last items. Nightdew, he went and found when he went back into Goa to fight the last boss, he went ahead and got those two items, so he got change, and he got his bow a lot earlier than you did. However, he did not go back to Saber North until checking like almost everything else. So he got his.
I thought that was gonna burn me so bad because I'm sure you saw as soon as I killed Kelbesk 1, I hesitated. I went down and then I stopped. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna clear it right now. I'll come back. And if I would, oh man, I was like, I'm sure that was gonna burn me.
And all of those walks of shame. Were you enjoying? Were you enjoying not having telepathy or teleport?
I don't think I've ever wild warped back to Leaf that many times. And I had twice I mismenued warp boots. So
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
The one time I warped to Leaf, and I'm like, why did I do that? And then the second time I went to go to Bryn Mawr and I went to Porto, and I was like, well, that sucks. Now I don't have enough money for another warp boot.
So any guesses where teleport was?
I'm probably gonna guess either Deo's, either the rabbit or Arillas.
Nope, it was on Kinsu and Swan, and Nightdew had it for like half of the seed.
Oh. GG's, man.
GG's.
I tell you, I really wish I had barrier.
I went and got it after the flail knight escorted me out of 60 the first time.
Yeah. Oh, and also, I climbed up, when I climbed up Saber West, and I realized I died and didn't bother to go back to get the Blizzard Bracelet, I was like, oh my god, if Tornell wants the Blizzard Bracelet, I'm gonna, like, poop my pants. But it was vanilla turn-in, so...
Oh yeah, my whole thing was I decided to, I'll let the commentators get in here, but I decided, oh, there's possibly nothing on those two chests buried in the Saber North. Nothing will come back to haunt me there, right?
And you both skipped them, and I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, I even hesitated, like I was telling them, I hesitated. After killing Kelbesk 1, I hesitated. Like, should I go get the chest? Nah. And I well, I tell you, my thumb hurts.
We were wondering if after 80 minutes of a seed, if that was going to come into play, maybe some D-pad input mistakes that maybe were going to get you killed in the tower there and let Nightdew catch up.
Well, the not having barrier and having to like top down do those turrets, switching so quick was like, oh, that hurts. I think that attributed to two of my two miss menus when I teleported to Leaf. So, but either way, I'm gonna ice the thing. I wish it would have been a faster seed.
Oh man, how many water trolls did we have in there? Just you're not going here. You're not going here. And by the way, you're not seeing Severo without the Sword of Water, and it's buried.
Sword of Water was buried, and I felt I didn't feel good at the beginning of the seed, and then when I did the crypt dive immediately, and I got Sword of Thunder, I felt good, And then when I didn't go to Saber North until really late, I did not feel good.
I kind of last location Saber North too, but I think we both went and did the crypt dive. I'm like, okay, we have 2 bows. It's got to be, we have to make it stay here.
Exactly. I mean, that's why I thought, and I've too many times that I've not done the crypt just because I don't like to do it, and it's burned me. So I was like, I'm going to actually do it this time. Said worst case, it doesn't. It's nothing, and I've at least opened the way up for later. But I had a really, really, really good tower, and I think that's what helped me out a lot there at the end.
Yeah, tower was good. I just, I've lost counts of how many deaths I took during that seed. And part of it was during the mid game, it's like, well, I had a bunch of money from earlier just, spamming that warrior ring. And then it all dried up and I was just so hard headed. I'm like, I'm just going to run through this with these speed boots. And lack of resources was just killing me. And, burning 2 opals on Mate 01 didn't help.
I burned a lot of not opals that I'm not proud of burning. Couple shadows. Almost burned one to to Dragon 1.
Oh, that's where the 3rd one went. I took 1 death to Dragon. No, I took 2 deaths because of his. I didn't know he did some of those, floor clipping shenanigans where you're at the bottom of the screen and he just, clips his thunder through and still hits you anyway.
Oh yeah. But Axe, please don't roll seats anymore. Please, no more Axe seats.
Oh yeah, that was an axe seed. But at the beginning, we got the sword right away, and we got access to like a whole bunch of areas. We got flight early, and we actually, we had warrior ring and power ring almost right away too. So we kind of, early on, it felt like, oh, this is going to be a super fast one. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean,
hey, it's like I think RO was on really fast. We had Sword of Wind, and you gave us like telepathy really early. So I'm like, okay, where's our hazmat? We're going to Oak, right?
And I noticed, so both of you went through the wall exit of GBC Cave to find out that it went to Hera. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, I was like, "Ooh, I've got Sword of Fire. Let's go see where this takes us." Oh, I've already been here.
Yeah, it's like this will clearly get us into Bryn Mawr Portoa, right? Nope.
Yeah.
I was not happy about that.
There were a lot of little derps like that on both sides that were almost, and then they would be repeated by the other one, and so it all evened out really.
And that's magic level of trolls there, so I'm really surprised that came out of your seed, X.
Yeah, at one point I made a joke that you two were in like a voice chat, just purposely doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And just so many things, I wish I did differently, not taking a couple deaths in 60. I'm like, oh, hey, look, refresh. I really needed that because I was, on 3 magic rings and nothing else at that point in time.
I realized you can't do the statue flight skip backwards. I've discovered.
Oh, yeah, that's a new one.
Yeah, I got when I realized you couldn't go into Goa from the front when I didn't have Ice Sword. I was getting smacked trying to fly back out. I was like, you know what? Never mind. Because I really went up just to trigger the massacre, but I was like, well, I can't go anywhere, so I'm going to go back, and nope.
Speaking of trolls on Mate 01, vanilla water weakness. Who knew?
He was on something today too. Mate 01 was just nasty because I think I popped an opal on him too.
I think I was on tilt a little bit at the end there, but I mean, yeah, the tower was good, but I mean, seeing the dot done as you're just clearing the 2nd floor, and I'm like, I kind of deserved that at 50 scaling, so. I'm sure it was a good race. Yep.
That was a great one.
This is definitely worth watching back because, it was very entertaining to say the least.
Absolutely.
I'm really stoked to see Mariah in here in the comments.
Oh man,
that's awesome. I just came to your stream the other night and was like, hey,
Yeah,
when are you gonna come join us?
Yeah, there was a bit of an interrogation session. You and J Rose showed up. You're about to waterboard me. I'm like, all right, I'll do some
Yeah.
comms. That's cool.
Good cop, bad cop, you know.
Awesome.
Yep, it was.
so
I'm really glad that you're in here for that. Your comms are always really really enjoyable to listen to.
I will.
Axe is okay too, but
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
But I will wish you good luck next weekend's show and further on the tournament. And
is it
I hope-
is it show?
I believe
It is.
That's a rematch because he and I were against each other last tournament. I bumped him out of the last tournament. So
he was in chat saying Battle of the Bands.
it'll be Battle of the Bands 2.0. Yeah. That's awesome. I'm real excited to be up against Show again. That's gonna be fun.
Awesome.
Well, thank you, Nightdew, for the race, and thank you guys for comms and tracking and whatnot, and hope we put on a show for everybody because you got to see all the game.
Now I hope you get to see it from the other side, but yeah, we'll keep an eye on the.
Listen, you're the real winner tonight because you don't have to play this anymore.
I mean, I wanted to get to the finals flags. I really did there, but no, not to be. So again, very good luck, and I hope I hope you all have a little bit extra ice for that thumb next week.
Yeah, it'll be good. Well, no, I really appreciate it. Thanks for everything. It's been fun. Come and I hope we'll race more, and once the tournament's over, I'm sure we'll hop back into more regular weekly, daily races. So
I'm gonna draw the line at the full stupid though.
oh no full stupid. And you're still doing Worlds Collide, right?
I'm in and out of a lot of these things. I'm actually this is actually my last tournament for a little bit, so I have free time again. Free time which is likely still being eaten by Final Fantasy 14, but we don't talk about that, right?
Oh hey, you know what? I'm Final Fantasy 14 too. That's what I'm doing. All the other. So if you're on Primal.
No either. So.
Well, we data set and travel as long as you don't get trapped on the other data set.
There you go.
So, I got stuck on Crystal for like a week. I couldn't go back.
I heard things about that, but yeah, we're a little off topic there. So yeah,
I'm sorry. Yeah.
For the eat and again, wish everybody luck and thank you guys for commentary, everything tonight there.
Yeah, thank you all. Appreciate it.
So as far as the tournament, the next match in the tournament is going to be on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, and that's going to be Tornell versus Mashima. That's the winners bracket finals.
That's gonna be a good match.
Yeah. And for that match, they're going to be using the new finals flags, which are just, if you thought these flags gave us some crazy stuff going on, just wait till you see those flags. Wow.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that.
That's right.
looking forward to
Tornell
watching
here
you guys do
is
it.
yeah.
Yes, I wish I didn't have to work that night, but I will definitely be ready to watch the VOD. So no spoilers on that one. I'll be coming back to watch it. So good luck to you, Tornell and Mashima.
Just me, it's okay.
Oh. Yeah.
All right. Good night, everybody.
All right. Yep. Good night, everyone. And anything else from anyone else?
Nope.
All right. Well, good. We'll say good night, Speed Gaming.